Now, my friends, I hope you enjoyed the other previous lesson about grasslands. Now we have another lesson. But remember, I left you with an activity that we have to first answer. And now, today we are going to be very quick. I want quick learners. I want everyone set, and we begin. Let's go through the previous work, then we see what we shall have today. Now, what was question number 1? Let's read together. Define grassland. Grassland is a large area with short or tall grass. Very good. Question number 2. Why are most game parks located in grasslands? They have plenty of pasture for animals. Pasture is the food for animals. Are we there? And the word pasture is P-A-S-T-U-R-E, pasture. So they have plenty or a lot or enough pasture for animals to feed on. You can also say they have enough space for animals to roam. Roam is R-O-A-T. Are we there? Let's see question number 3. How are grasslands important to animals? 1, they provide a habitat to animals, or they provide habitats for wild animals. 2, they provide pasture to these animals. Are we there? Question number 4. In which way are grasslands dangerous to people? 1, they are hiding places for vectors. They are also hiding places for wrong people, or for bad people, or for criminals. Are we there? The last question, give to uses of grasslands. People graze. They are used as grazing grounds. Okay? They also beautify the environment. They help to control soil erosion. Now, friends, what do we have today? Today we are going to look at a game park. Remember, we said that these game parks are mostly located in grasslands. So today we have to look at game parks, and we know what do we mean by game parks, the importance of game parks, the problems faced by game parks, and the examples of game parks in Uganda. That's what we are going to learn today. I see people excited about game parks. Yeah, be excited, because it's going to be interesting. Are we there? So no one should disturb you. No one should disturb you. Tell your little sister to go away. Tell her, get away, please. I'm going to have an interesting lesson. Now, friends, wow, this is what we call a game park? Yes, this is how a game park looks like. Now you are going to say, so there are vehicles in the game parks? The vehicles can also go to the game parks. When you go to tour, like some game parks, they have to drive you around. You move like a VIP person. You are given VIP treatment. So when we say a game park, actually, where did this idea come from? Before these game parks were established, people used to hunt these wild animals. Of course, for various reasons, like to get meat, skins, hides, and so many others. Now, so these animals were almost getting over or extinct. Now the government came up with an idea of setting up places where these animals can actually be safe. And one of these places is a game park. So what do we mean by a game park? A game park simply means a place set aside by the government to conserve wildlife. In a game park, you are not supposed to go and cut the trees in a game park, or you are not supposed to go and kill the animals in game parks. So it is a place that the government gazettes, that it puts aside. It is now government place or government land where animals are going to stay safely. They are going to be conserved and protected in that place. So a game park, we are saying it together, a game park is a place set aside by the government to conserve wildlife. Are we there? To conserve is to keep what we have, to protect the animals that we have, and even we multiply them. Okay? So I see the word wildlife here. A place set aside by the government to conserve wildlife is a game park. And it looks the way you are seeing. Okay? Which animal is that one? In game parks, we find there are very many wild animals, like the likes of lions, elephants, leopards, hyenas, and so many others. But what do we mean when we say wildlife? Actually, when we say wildlife, we simply mean the animals, plants, and birds within the environment. The animals, plants, and birds that live on their own is what is known as wildlife. So people were destroying the wildlife, and now we come up with the idea of game parks and many other places, as we shall see. Now, friends, so when we say what is meant by wildlife, we simply mean the animals and plants that live on their own, or what's known as wildlife. Now, friends, we have the examples of game parks in Uganda. We have the examples of game parks in Uganda. There are very many actually, but I have a few here. So we have one called Queen, you are going to be repeating after me, Queen Elizabeth National Game Park. We also have one called Chidepo Valley National Park. We have Maction Falls National Park. We have Lake Mbulo National Game Park. We also have Bwindi Impenetrable National Park. There are many, Mountain Rwenzori National Park, Mount Elgon, and so many others. Now, we shall have much of this work in Primary 5. We are not going to handle one by one, but it is important for Mr. or Madam P4 to note that the largest game park in Uganda is called Maction Falls. It's the largest. Are we there? There is also one in northeastern Uganda, the one you hear called Karamoja sub-region. It is called Chidepo Valley National Park. It's a good place for ostriches. So when you want to see ostriches, just tell Dad, please take me to Chidepo Valley National Park. Now, where can I go if I want to see crocodiles? You can go to Maction Falls. What about, teacher, when I want to see hippopotamuses? Now you can go to Queen Elizabeth National Park. Now, the largest in Uganda is Maction Falls National Park, as I have told you. The rest of the work, we shall find it in Primary 5. Now, friends, why should we have game parks? Importance of game parks. Here we are going to be a little fast. One, they are used for research purposes. We can read it through very quickly, then we shall see one by one. They are sources of income through tourism. They preserve wildlife. They are sources of employment, or they create jobs for people. They promote development of infrastructures like roads, hotels, hospitals, and so many other. Now the first one is here. They are used for research. Now, you know, scientists, when they are carrying out their research, sometimes they need to use some of the plants or some of the animals. So they get this chance to go to the game parks and they get the samples from the animals they want to use in their research. Or even when you are learning about animals, you can go to the game parks and you learn more. You use them for research, okay? Secondly, we have the sources of income. You can see the dollars we have here. So now when people go to visit these game parks, there is some money they pay. Are we there? And that is income. So they are sources of income. When we go for trips for these places, for game parks, we pay there some money to go and see these animals. But my friend, when you are leaving, they don't give you your animal. So the money you pay is not for buying the animal, but you are giving the government some money. So these animals, these game parks are very important. Don't kill these animals, because when we kill them, what shall we go and see? Imagine if we killed all these animals, we would not be able to see the elephant, the rhinos, and so many others. Now the other reason is to preserve wildlife. To keep the wildlife that we have for other generations to come and see. Like I know most of you haven't seen a monkey. We used to have these monkeys around, but people killed them. So now to see these animals, you have to go to the game parks. Imagine if these game parks were not there. You would not get a chance of seeing some of these animals. Also, we have they are sources of employment opportunities. They create jobs to people. There are people who work in game parks to take care of the animals. As you can see, my friend here is feeding this animal. You know that animal? It's called a gorilla. So now these people who take care of these animals are paid some money. They are very rich, okay? So they create jobs. Even we have the tour guides. When you go there, those who move you around, who interpret for you what you don't understand. These people are employed by game parks. Lastly, they promote development of infrastructure in the places where these game parks are located. When we talk of infrastructure, we simply mean the services, like the accommodation services. You know, when there is a game park, it attracts people to construct good hotels around because they know they will accommodate tourists. Even the roads that go to game parks, they are very neat roads. Even there will be hospitals around. Are we there? And those are what we call infrastructure. So now, friends, we have seen the values of these game parks. Now we also have the problems that these game parks face. And one is poaching. Let's say poaching. Everybody, poaching. Let's spell poaching. Poaching. P-O-A-C-H-I-N-G. Poaching. We also have bushfires. We have drought, which causes shortage of pasture and water, animal diseases and parasites, remoteness of some places. Some places are too far and deep. You go there, you get tired on the way. You reach when you are even tired already, you don't want to see anything. So that is remoteness, even poor transport network, and so on. So we also have encroachment on the game park land through farming. Now we can see this very fast, poaching. This is a bad practice. The illegal hunting and killing of animals in game park. It's illegal. The word illegal means not allowed by law. So when you go and hunt or poach animals and you are caught, my friend, I won't sympathize with you. You are going to be taken to Nalfenya. Have you ever heard of Nalfenya and other prisons? Are we there? Now, this is an illegal act of killing wild animals in game parks. It's illegal, it's not allowed. So now, we also have fire outbreaks. Many people who go and carry out farming near game parks, ignorant during dry season, they can go to burn the bush as a way of clearing land. So eventually, these game parks can also catch fire. And you know, animals fear fire. When there is fire, those wild animals are going to take off. They are going to migrate. They are going to run away to any direction. And some of them are going to be killed. Are we there? Because we would have destroyed their habitats. We also have drought. Now this drought, you know, is a long period of sunshine. It dries up the pasture and water bodies. And when animals don't have what to eat, they are going to starve and they die, as you can see these animals in my pictures here. Now also, we have to know, why do these people hunt or kill animals in game parks? You can see my man is fighting to get the ivory from an elephant. Is seriously touching it, is dying on the animal. You can see, with a lot of humor to get the ivory from it. So why do people do this bad practice? One reason is why people carry out poaching. One is to get ivory. This ivory is got from which animal? Yes, from an elephant. And this ivory is on market because they can use it to make these beautiful necklaces you like to wear. The girls I'm talking about you now. They also make statues. Have you seen some models? Some of you have them in your houses. You can have a small girl there near maybe your bed. That beautiful thing you see, some of them are made from the ivory. Are we there? Also to get meat. Some people kill animals to get meat, some others to get skins. You can see the ivory we are talking about, okay? We can also see game meat And most of you like it when I say game meat. You say, yeah, game meat. But poaching is a bad practice, okay? You better go and slaughter maybe your goat. If you have many, you can keep slaughtering one by one, okay? Then we have to get skins, as you can see. This one looks like a leopard skin. Imagine, where did they get it from? Maybe after poaching. So those are the reasons to why people poach. Now, what can we do to avoid poaching? One, we can teach people about the dangers of poaching. Two, the government can enforce strict laws against poaching. Now, I have other places where we can find wildlife, and I'm not going to explain them. We have a game reserve, we have a zoo, we have a sanctuary, and a marine park. Now, friends, very quickly, this is how a game reserve looks like. Now, in a game reserve, it's not like it's smaller than a game park, but hunting is allowed on permission in a game reserve. Are we there? We have what we call a sanctuary. This is a place where birds are protected for people to see and even to breed more. Are we there? To reproduce in simple terms. So this is how it looks like. Now we also have a marine park. Now this one is mainly along large water bodies, an area the coast set aside for fish to breed, and fishing is not allowed in a marine park. Are we there? Lastly, a zoo, a place where birds and animals are kept for people to see, like the one in Entebbe. Are we there? Now we have bodies in Uganda that protect these wildlife, or wild animals and plants. One is called NEMA, which stands for National Environment Management Authority, as we discussed that earlier. We also have UWA. Some of you call it WUA. That one stands for Uganda Wildlife Authority. Then we have NFA, National Forestry Authority, and UWEC. UWEC is where we normally go and enjoy life. Uganda Wildlife Education Center in Entebbe. That one I know most of you know. When I say UWEC, you remember the other ostrich you saw last year during trip time. This year we shall not go for the trips because you are home and we have corona here. So maybe you have to pray, we have to pray, and for the guideline is that we stay alive. Then in next year, I promise, when corona is not there, I will take you for the what? For the trips. I have 5 questions for you, my good children. Answer them with passion and you don't fail any. I want to say, see me as I see you. We meet in the next lesson.